So Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Peter Fury, highly esteemed trainer, back in the man cave, or as you call it, the office. Love the backdrop. Loved it last time. Still loving it now.
Yeah, it's good speaking with you again, Danny. You okay, mate?
I'm good. How are you? I think is the better question. Obviously, we know you were tested positive for COVID-19, but at the time it seemed you felt well, perhaps asymptomatic or whatever. How's it been?
Well, the blessed Lord gives us obstacles to make us stumble, but we carry on. So, like I said, I'm fine. It never put me on my back or anything, or put me in bed. I felt a bit rough early on in October. So, and then I felt okay when I had the test. So, although I become positive, I was on the outer end of it. And a week later, I had a test, and it was negative. So, that's it. But I feel fine now, and yeah, I'm good.
Good stuff. And the fight, Savannah Marshall against Hannah Rankin for the vacant WBO middleweight title has been rescheduled, of course. It's taking place next Saturday on the big Usyk Chisora bill. Are you pretty excited and relieved that it's been rescheduled so quickly?
I am. And the thing is, as well, it's nice to get Savannah back on. Yeah, it's very good. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad the fight's going to happen. She's put a lot of work into it, and let's just get Saturday here and get on with it.
Is the biggest challenge for this one just Savannah replicating what you've seen of her in the gym? Because on paper, Hannah Rankin's had the greater quality of opposition and experience, but Savannah's got that pedigree.
Yeah, I don't look at anything like that, really. I know what Savannah can do. She knows what she can do. She's not going to be fazed by the event or the occasion. I've already told her, the belt is a label. Just get out there and do what you do and enjoy your evening, because this is what you do as a living. This is your job. So we have prepared for all scenarios, what Hannah can bring. So it's going to be very interesting.
I mean, it's got to be a benefit as well to Savannah that she's got you in the corner, someone who's experienced quite a number of world title fights already.
Yeah, I suppose the main thing is getting Savannah ultimately ready, mentally tuned in, as well as physical as well. So I'm very happy with preparations, and it's all about relaxing and just doing what you do best. Not tensing up, relaxing, and just listening to your instructions and going about your work that you've planned for.
And the whole boxing behind closed doors scenario, no fans in attendance, you obviously didn't get to experience that first time round. Now you will, but you've seen it on TV, presumably. What do you make of it?
I'm just glad that the boxing's back on. I think it's good that people can see this boxing, so at least there is boxing. And, and everybody involved that's made this happen, needs maximum credit. Because if it wasn't for this, there'd be no boxing. Personally, for me, I think it's nice for people to go out and crowds are needed. But somebody who's involved in boxing and getting the fighters ready, is pretty irrelevant to me. So I'm not somebody that goes in the crowds anyway. I like looking at the fights. I just watch the fights, get the fights over with, and get the job done and go home.
And talking of the fights on the bill, you've got Usyk Chisora main event. Very intriguing fight for a lot of people. How do you kind of sum that one up?
Dereck is a nice fellow. He's a true fighter, but he's got it all to do. Let's be honest. Usyk is on the credibility of him, what he's achieved, and everything else, and not just what he's achieved, but the level he's on. So I just don't get the hype about, is he a real heavyweight? He's been in with heavyweights. In his amateur days, he was heavyweight. So he can definitely do the transition. I don't see no problem at all.
If you were in Dereck's corner, and who is going to be in Dereck's corner still seems to be up for debate, but if you were, what advice would you give him? What's his best chance in this one?
Well, his best chance is throwing caution to the wind and trying to take it into some kind of a street fight or something. He's got to throw everything at Oleksandr Usyk. He's got to throw everything in the kitchen sink at it, because normal boxing ain't going to work, because Dereck, he just hasn't got the footwork and the boxing skill that Usyk's got. So if he stands off him, but it's easier said than done. Rush in and do what exactly? It's a tall order, because it's not just about that. Usyk, he's not good, probably not going to be there, and Usyk carries some power himself. So I'd imagine Usyk will be looking at it and thinking, yeah, I'm going to get Dereck's respect early, and they'll have the game plans. But like I said, you are only one punch away from disaster in heavyweight boxing, so anything can happen. So Dereck's in with a chance, but like I said, it's sorry about that. I've had no calls all day, and then the phone's ringing.
Sod's law, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a very good fight, very good fight to watch as well.
How far, assuming he gets past Chisora, how far do you feel Usyk can go at heavyweight? Can he replicate his cruiserweight achievements?
I think he's probably one of the most heavyweight. He's probably one of the dangerous opposition in the heavyweight division right now. So I think a lot of people will try and push it to one side, but he's probably the real threat in heavyweight boxing right now coming through.
And he's, I think, WBO mandatory already for Anthony Joshua. So if he gets past Chisora, Joshua's obviously got Pulev to take care of. He could then fight Joshua next year. Do you like that matchup style-wise, Usyk and Joshua?
You can never tell what's going to happen in this boxing. You can't foresee the future. We've seen already different things going on. So, when fights happen, they happen. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying he's too good for anybody. What I am saying is he's a serious threat. And if anybody's going to be a real threat in the division coming forward, I would say it's him.